Too many poor things within the game. It's happened several times this season, which I've certainly not enjoyed. I didn't enjoy today at all. Players not in the position, running out of positions and opening up too easily. Just for a bit of context, I actually thought the second half at least we made it harder for them to score, but we gave away 2 ridiculous goals in the second half. Two terrible goals for notwithstanding what happened in the first half. So, not good. Lacking toughness, leadership, mental toughness. We've now had 2 games we've come away. We've conceded 5 in the games. And look, the manager will always take the responsibility. That's what happens when you do this job, because you have to prepare them and get them right and set them up. Somewhere along the line, the players have to take responsibility. They're doing the jobs and being hard to play against and being aggressive and competitive. And I question if we were all that in the first half.
How frustrated are you by the way the league form slipped away a bit since getting knocked out of Europe, because there was still a chance there?
Yeah. I mean, you've got to say this is the exact same team which we had 2-2 with Liverpool last week, so you've got to be careful. And I've got to be careful to say, because let's be fair, this is a team who's been 6th, 7th, 8th probably the whole season. So you can do it one way. You can be Chelsea, who've been not so good all at the start and they're coming really good at the end of the season, or we've started the season really well and just beginning to fade away. Maybe because of, as I said, the extra 12, 14 games and what other teams have played might have a part to play on it. But overall, we've not been in as good a form since probably the African nations, because Mo Kudus and Naif, and we're without a couple of centre halves at the moment, so which may have helped in some of the games. But there's no excuse. We're only trying to give maybe some reasons for some of the poor performances.
Is there a mentality there as well? Do you think, or distraction given the current situation?
I don't think anything like that one bit. No.
Been a few of these big away defeats this season, which didn't really happen in previous years. Why do you think it's happened this season?
Declan Rice. You get the best midfield player in the country, protecting, making sure that the moments at times, probably limiting 50% of maybe the attacks in the moments. When you get that, then it makes you a much better defensive team. We've lacked protection in front of the back four. We've lacked good enough defending. We've just not been good enough at those things on many games. But as I said, you've got to be careful. You're talking about a team who've been sitting in the mainly in a really, really strong position. Had a couple of bad days away from home. We have to try and eradicate that and make it better.
David, it feels like this season might just be fizzling out a bit. Is that disappointing? And do you hate that?
I think you'd have to say we're hoping. No, nobody. It's a word. It's an easy word to use to say to the managers. But really, we're all trying to win every game because we all want to finish as high up the league as we possibly can. But I think that we've put in a pretty good effort. As I said, I agree. We've not been quite as good since probably. I'm using the African nations as a sort of guide of a timeline, really, more than anything. But I do think that we put in some really good performances in the early part of the season. We've had a good season in Europe again. So it's been okay. But I'll use your word. No, we don't want it to fizzle out because we want to try and be in there challenging, and we want to try and get as many points as we possibly can.
David, you mentioned Declan Rice. Are you missing a player like him to kind of just bring that squad together when the game's going away from you? You mentioned against Palace.
We're as I said, I'm trying to we're missing a bit of mental toughness when we need it. And then the teams I normally prepare and sort of look would have it, and you can always lose the way you lose. No, to be fair, you have to say Chelsea are in a pretty good moment at the moment. I mean, we've hit the bar 3 times today and Emerson's missed a sitter. So if the game had ended up 5-3, you might have said, hey, West Ham had a right good go. What was it, a couple inches either side? And it's an easy thing to say, but let's make it. We've come here and we've had a few chances, but we've not been able to do the basics defensively to give ourselves a chance to stay in the game. This team, the exact same team, drew 2-2 with Liverpool last week.
We're coming down to the last couple of games of the season now, obviously the expiry of your contract. What do you make of other managers being linked to your job and your future?
I'm going to talk to the board at the end of the season, so we'll do that then.
Okay, thank you.
Sam.